everyone. I hope that we're all in our cozies, comfortable. If this is your first time joining me for meditation, it's really important to make sure that you're warm enough. So if you're just noticing now you're lying down or sitting down that you feel a little bit chill, then go and get something to cover yourself up with or put on a jumper, because it's really important that you don't get lost in thoughts about your physical being whilst on the meditative journey. Allow yourself to just take a moment to settle into your posture now. Just make yourself really comfortable. And I want you to close your eyes and just begin that process of relaxing. Just become really aware of your breathing. Just notice the way your breathing has a pattern and rhythm. Just allow yourself to just connect with that. Tonight's meditation is going to be a mindfulness meditation. It's all about connecting you to the here and now. When thoughts and feelings affect or touch your mind, just be aware of the fact that it's best to acknowledge them, but just to agree to let them go, just for the time being. Mindfulness is all about being in the present, the power of now. Notice now just your whole body. Just think of it as a whole, just as one unit. From the top of your head all the way down into your fingers and down into your toes. Just be aware of your body as one. Just every nerve, every muscle, every fibre. And don't try to change anything. Don't try to stop anything from changing. Some things can change just by being observed. And just be content to notice whatever you notice and feel whatever you feel. I want you to be a passive, detached observer. And as you continue to relax, I want you to turn your attention deeper within. I want you to become more aware of your body until you can almost imagine how you look right now. Begin to picture yourself as if seen from the outside. Just try to bring that image to mind. I just imagine that you're taking a step back and looking at yourself. It doesn't matter how vividly you can picture yourself. It's just the intention. It's just the idea that matters. Imagine your body posture, your facial expression, the colour and style of your clothing. And keep looking at that image of yourself resting there. Just really focus on that image. There you are right now. A step back from your physical self. Looking at yourself, just a step away. And I want you to imagine that your own feet are gently leaving the ground. And you begin to float serenely upwards, slowly and continuously rising upwards. And all the while, your gaze keeps returning to your own body. Now seated there below you as you rise above it. Just keep looking down towards your body as you float higher and higher. And the roof and ceiling disappear now, allowing you to just float freely upwards. Gazing down as you see yourself seated comfortably below, in that building, in that house. Looking so contented. So contemplative, and you see all the rooms and any other people around. As you continue to float gently higher, your perspective widens more and more until you see the whole surrounding area. Yourself to just really connect with that now. Just floating higher and higher. And as you float, just notice how your perspective widens more and more until you see the whole surrounding area, and you see all the buildings nearby from above. You see the people in buildings, and you observe people far below, just like dots. And you begin to contemplate the whole network of human lives and how people everywhere, all over the world, interact with each other, influence each other, encounter each other in so many different ways. And floating higher, the buildings become as small as ants, and rising up into the sky, you see the whole of the surrounding region beneath you. You see both towns and countryside, and gradually the coastline comes into view as your perspective becomes more and more expansive. And you float gently up above the clouds, above the weather, and through the upper atmosphere of the planet Earth, so high that you eventually rise beyond the sphere of the planet itself and into outer space. And you look toward planet Earth and see it suspended in space before you, silently turning, resplendent into all its majesty and beauty. And you see the whole of your home planet, the blue of the great oceans, and the brown and green of the continental land masses. You see the white of the polarized caps north and south. You see the grey wisps of cloud that pass silently across the surface of the earth. Though you can no longer see yourself from far above, you know and feel that you are down there on earth below, and that your life is important, and what you make of your life is important. Your change in perspective changes the view of things, your values, your priorities. And you contemplate now all the countless living beings upon earth, the population of the planet with billions of people. And you realize that your life is one among many, one person among the total population of the earth. And you think of the rich diversity of human life on earth, the many languages spoken by people of different races and different countries, people of all different ages, newborns, infants, elderly people, people in the prime of life. You think of the enormous variety of human experiences, and you realize how richly varied the tapestry of human life before you seems. And yet as you gaze upon the planet Earth, you are so aware of its position within the rest of the universe, a tiny speck of stardust, adrift in the immeasurable vastness of cosmic space. This world of ours is merely a single planet, a tiny grain of sand by comparison within the endless tracks of cosmic space. A tiny rock in space, revolving around our sun. The sun itself just one of countless billions of stars which punctuate the velvet blackness of our galaxy. You think about the present moment on Earth and see it within the broader context of your life as a whole. You think of your lifespan as a whole, in its totality. You think of your own life as one moment in this enormous lifespan of mankind. Hundreds of generations have lived and died before you. Many more will live and die in the future long after you yourself are gone. Civilizations too have a lifespan. You think of the many great cities which have arisen throughout the ages. You think of the lifespan of humanity itself, just one of countless billions of species living upon the planet. And you think of the lifespan of the planet itself, countless billions of years old. The life of the planet Earth too has a beginning, middle and end, formed from the debris of an exploding star unimaginably long ago. You think of the great lifespan of the universe itself, the almost incomprehensible vastness of universal time, starting with a cosmic explosion, a big bang, they say, immeasurably ages ago in the past. Perhaps one day, at the end of time, this whole planet will disappear and then appear again. Who can imagine what, if anything? Because time is something so unbelievable, so incredible. Contemplating the vast lifespan of this universe, remember that the present moment is but the briefest of instants, the mere blink of an eye, the turn of a screw, a fleeting second in the mighty river of cosmic time. Yet the here and now is so important, standing at the center point of all human experience. Here and now, you find yourself at the center of a living time. And though your body may be small in the grand scheme of things, your imagination, the human imagination, is as big as the universe, bigger than the universe, enveloping everything that can be conceived. From the cosmic point of your view, the body seems small, but your imagination seems utterly vast. You contemplate all things, past, present, and future. You see your life within the bigger picture, the total context of cosmic time and space. The totality is absolute reality. You see yourself as an integral part of something bigger, something truly vast, the all itself. Just as the cells of your own body work together to form a greater unity, a living being, they work together to create and sustain a living being. So your body as a whole is like a single cell in the organism of the universe. And along with every single atom in the universe, you contribute to the role of the unfolding of its grand design. As your consciousness expands and your mind stretches out to reach and touch the vastness of eternity, things change greatly in perspective, and shifts occur in their relative importance. Trivial things seem trivial to you. Indifferent things now seem indifferent. The significance of your own attitude to life becomes more apparent, and you realize that life is what you make of it. You learn to put things in perspective, and you focus on your true values and priorities in life. One stage at a time, you develop the serenity to accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You follow nature, your own true nature as a rational, truth-seeking human being, and the one great nature of the universe as a whole. Now, in a moment, you're going to begin to sink back down to earth towards your place in the here and now. Part of you can remain aware of the view from above and always return to remember that sense of serenity and perspective. Now you begin your descent back down to earth, to face the future with renewed strength and serenity. You sink back down through the sky, down, toward the local area, down, into this building, down, You sink gently back into your body all the way as your feet slowly come to rest upon the floor again. Now think around the room around you. Think about action, movement. Think about orientation. Allow yourself to breathe a little more deeply, and let your whole body feel relaxed and yet rejuvenated. Allow yourself to feel the soft cradling of consciousness. Allow yourself to feel completely connected to every fiber of your being, in every fiber of this universal being. And allow yourself to just stand for a moment in the wonder of who you are, in what we are, in this big, beautiful beyond of possibilities, in this moment in infinite